Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Lloyd Goggles. I would like to update the people on some things that have happened within the last few months. I believe it was in June. I was invited to attend these meetings with the city mayors of Shoshone, Lander, Riverton, and all of the local governments. That was an invite from the Riverton, the city mayor. There was also a liaison with that. That I thought was valuable to help all of the communities and our people, since we reside in every single one of them communities. But just to have a voice there. Due to my prior experience in law enforcement, I also have a good rapport with all of the law enforcement agencies, which I believe helps to still serve the tribe and create and maintain those friendships that are somewhat fragile at times. And I believe that having the right person in there helps to strengthen those, not just for our benefit, but for all. Thank you. I just want to add that.
Mr. Chairman, thank you for allowing me the time to talk to our RAPL people today on two very exciting projects that we're working on with the Northern Rifle Tribe. The first is the Wind River Family and Community Healthcare Dialysis Center. As I know, a lot of our people have long-term diabetes, and then they are in end-stage renal disease with their kidneys and have to have dialysis at Fawashke, Wyoming. And so we are working here in the city of Riverton for the Wind River Dialysis Center for the Northern Rifle Tribe. We have a governing body that meets every Monday from 12 to 1. We are working on many different licenses that we have to have in place in order to open our dialysis center for inspection with the state engineer's office for healthcare, also with the Wyoming Department of Health, and also with the Medicare program to be able to bill Medicare for the services that will be provided to our patients. For many years, a lot of our dialysis patients would have to only see the kidney doctor or nephrologist just once a month at Fawashke, or they would have to drive to Casper, Wyoming, or to Fort Collins, Colorado, to see specialized doctors for kidney care. We are proud to announce that through our Wind River Cares CEO Rick Brannon and his team, we are able to bring a nephrologist on board for our dialysis patients, and we'll be taking care of our patients, and also to work on preventive services to our patients. Let's save your kidneys before you end up having to get dialysis treatment. And so that is our goal there. Also, we were the host of the Horse Nations Champion of Champions relay last weekend in Casper, Wyoming. There was a Calcutta there that raised $2,246 for the Sky People Higher Education Graduate Program Scholarship. And we are pleased to announce today that the Wind River Casino matched $2,754 for a total donation of $5,000 to the Sky People Higher Education graduate program that is coming very soon. So I just wanted to bring that to the attention of the people, that we are working hard for you in many different aspects, and the council goes in a million directions at once, trying to make sure that we are doing the best job for our people and our tribe. I just want to say thank you and haho.
Councilman?
Good afternoon. Thank you, Chairman. I just want to speak on part of what we're doing at Department of Family Services. So the tribe has pushed to increase funding for NABC. We all know that they are have been greatly underfunded through the state of Wyoming, so we're working hard on getting that increased. We currently have done a contract amendment that has allowed us to add an additional $700,000 to NABC to provide services for our children and our family. As many of you know, I'm a former child protection worker myself, and I realize how important it is for our families and our children to remain together and all the resources that are needed there. Therefore, it is really important that whoever the leader is there in the NABFS is able to move not only the staff, but our children and our families forward so that we may continue to strengthen our family unit. With that being said, I just want to thank you.
Good afternoon. I want you, just want to update you on the children's and youth centers that we've been working on for a while now with the Winter River Cares Clinic. There'll be 2 community centers, one in Etha and one in the Arapahoe area. We've just now determined that we are going to do it. There's money that's out there right now that's available to us. So that way our children will have a place to go. And not only that, it'll be centered around the community, so everybody would be welcome there all the time. Just wanted to bring that to you.
Ina dos bisihit nita ina nanana kaseni be ni itachana. Hello everyone, my name is Teresa Chase, Councilwoman for the NABC. I'm happy to see all of you today. My Arapaho name is Singing Sage, and I'm happy to share some wonderful accomplishments that we've been doing both individually and collectively as a council. I have been placed on the planning committee for the hospitals that we're going to be building. I am on the planning committee with Richard Brennan. You all know Rick, who's done a fantastic job as our leader of our self-governance clinics. The hospitals are a few years out, of course, but right now we're diligently working with the people in the federal government to determine all of the numbers, all of the data, all of the square footage, everything that's needed in order to be able to do this. But I'm really thankful that I'm on this planning committee and helping to build our hospitals, because we need hospitals of our own. We need our own doctors that work with our people, so that our own specialists, so that our people won't have to be flown out. That's a big cost to our tribe. As many of you know, it costs a lot to be flown out, and it costs a lot to help, with financial assistance. And so all of that will go away once our hospitals are built, because they are going to have state-of-the-art technology. We are going to be able to hire specialists and things of that nature. And so it's a wonderful, exciting avenue that I'm walking down on behalf of our people and on behalf of our future. As Councilwoman Harjo stated, we have approved and are in the initial planning stages for a family and community wellness center. The first one is going to be built by Beaver Creek, and it should be up and running by next fall. And the family and community wellness center is for all people, as Councilwoman Harjo stated, all ages. We're going to have sort of like a jump craze included, an arcade as an incentive for children. There's going to be classroom space. We're going to have the people who work at the wellness center work closely with our schools, so that students coming in, the people that work there, will know and understand where they're at, where they need help as far as tutoring services, and things of that nature. And so it's going to be a wonderful facility, building it for all of you, building for our future. As far as homelessness, we know and understand. We experienced everything that homelessness was about as soon as we were sworn in last year. We were sworn in the middle of a crisis, and it was due to the extreme weather patterns that we're now facing due to global warming. We know the population of our homeless people is large, and we're finding avenues to pursue as far as funding so that we can build our own homeless shelter. We know that there's money for homeless and substance abuse facility for our people. And in addressing homelessness, You know, we see this with our own people, and we're bringing forth the necessary funding in order to build a homeless facility. Right now, we're working with our tribal liaison, Anita Roman. She's been working diligently around the state, taking tours of successful homeless shelters. Some have food pantries attached to them, some have behavioral health attached to them. Well, we want to attach both because we know there's a high need for both. And so those are the kind of things that we're working towards. We know that there's money there, and so we're tapping into that money. We also know and understand that there's a lot of money with USDA that we're tapping into in order to increase economic development and expansion, and in order to build for our community and for our future. On October 12th, 2023, you're all invited to take place in the dedication of the Chief Black Coal Housing Project. This was a long process, and special thanks to Sandra Seabury for getting this started, and special thanks to the housing director, Patrick Goggles, for seeing this project through, because this housing project will provide for 20 new homes for our tribal members, and so we're very excited for that, and that goes hand in hand with homelessness, which I've talked about. As far as the Indian Child Welfare Act, we're doing everything that we can in order to protect our children. And last year it was pretty scary for us because the Supreme Court, it was in front of the Supreme Court, the Indian Child Welfare Act, and there were 9 people up there in DC making decisions on over 300 million tribal members. And we know that our children are our future, our children are sacred, and for all the right reasons we fought with the state of Wyoming in order to get the ICWA law approved and passed through legislation. That was really good, and we're very proud of this accomplishment because that took hard work, dedication, and many, many meetings to see this through. And our tribe served as a template for other conservative states to protect Indian tribes and all of our children. And Madam Co-Chair returns tour and I went down and attended the signing of the ICWA bill, and we were very pleased that that was passed thanks to our hard work and dedication. Ina haho hachet naha bethena naso despikathena bisihit nekta ena.
3 additional items that I'd like to inform the public of the Northern Arapaho tribe. There will be a $350 payment in December. If there's any outstanding amount on the Little One loan side, the $50 will go to the Little One loans, and then the people will receive the $300 amount. Also, I want to thank the estate of John F. Zipfel. He left in his will $272,362.78 that was distributed between both the Arapaho tribe and the Shoshone tribe. With that money, that's what we've been using for the $300 assistance for utilities to all of the elders in the community. There's been some other allocations for that, for senior assistance. And the last item would be the opioid settlement. The Northern Arapaho tribe, they received $1.4 million in restricted funds from the opioid litigation. These funds must be used to help fight the opioid epidemic and to promote recovery, which I hope everyone can attain. In addition to the opioid settlement, the Northern Arapaho Business Council is examining several options, including using the funding to help establish a detox center. The council welcomes any input from the community on ways to use these restricted funds to help fight against the opioid addiction. The money that the tribe is going to disperse for the holiday payments will be dispersed in the beginning of December in both the Great Plains and the Blue Sky Hall.